There's a program today called Taps Across America. I just received a Facebook post here just a little bit ago from Bill Humbert saying he's going to be doing this as well. He's far enough away so we can't hear each other, which is a good thing. Anyway, it's basically we can't get together this Memorial Day because of the COVID thing, and all people actually, of course that implied as trumpet players, have been asked that can do it at 3 o'clock, which is about 8 minutes from now, to play taps. And I'm here on the front porch of my house with no audience, okay, which maybe is good. And I'm going to give that a shot. We'll see how it goes. Talk a little bit, I'm going to play it, and then it'll go where it goes. It's going to be one continuous shot, so if there's a screw up, you can hear it. And I haven't played in a while, so there might just very well be, but the spirit's there. Taps was in one form called Scots tattoo from like 1835 to 1860. The Civil War was between 1861 and 1865. For all of you that aren't real history buffs, we were fighting ourselves. The North was fighting the South. Families split. Some family members went with the Confederate Army, others went with the Union Army. That's just how it was. Nobody really knows how many people were killed. 620 to 750 is what I read. But more than any other war, until the Vietnam War, it was more people than we'd ever lost cumulatively in war. It's because we were fighting ourselves, so every death was on our side. And it was a wicked war because we were fighting each other. Maybe, Anyway, there are several different stories about how taps was originated. Probably the most popular, and no one knows, by the way, just so you know, was that there was a skirmish, I think the Potomac skirmish, where the Union Army and the Confederates were fighting, and they had just had one battle, and the Union soldiers were going to gather up bodies and to do, I guess, what you do on a battlefield. And in so doing, one father found his dead son. And for all that means to people, that'd be pretty tough stuff. So he brought his son back. When he asked an upper up, he said he wanted to give his son full honors. Okay. And the upper up said, can't do it. I know he's your son, but he was also the enemy. And so that was disallowed. But he was allowed to get a small group of people together that could hold a small service in regards to his, and out of respect to his boy. So we got a few people together, and one being a bugler, they got together and they had a small service for the boy, and taps was played at that service. I think in 1893, I think taps actually became a formal funeral song, if you will, and there's some more history behind it, but that's basically the main story of how taps got started, if you will. So anyway, I'm probably about 3-4 minutes early, but that's probably okay. I'll probably be forgiven. And besides, I can get done before Bill gets done. So I'm just saying, that's a big deal. So I'm going to play taps here on my front porch. I see American flag, 1, 2 American flags proudly being displayed. And maybe somebody will hear it. I'm sure people will hear it, okay? But we're going to give it a shot, and this is kind of how it goes, something like this. And that's the story of taps. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.